Alright, we are beginning the second live stream for Civilization 6, Rise and Fall. Hello everyone, this is Tactical Analysis Gaming. So this is a first for me using the camera, so I welcome everybody who hasn't seen my intro video on my YouTube channel. This is me. Welcome to my humble abode. I apologize last time for my last Civilization 6 live stream where I was working on some corrections with the mice and microphone, and for whatever reason my microphone just got disconnected, so the entire live stream was basically without any audio. So last time we started as Korea. We discussed our strategic position where we have a very good position near the mountains with lots of luxury resources. We've also discussed how we're going to be focusing mostly on science and culture to maximize our capabilities and possible victory conditions in the late game. And we've also built the Oracle near the mountains here because we're preparing to construct districts. If I remember correctly, we're building a housing district, or the aqueduct district, here, and then a drama and poetry district right here once we have access to it. We've also decided to construct a city in Gongju to build Petra, and that is what we will be doing once we've constructed this watermill. Because there's so much desert right here, it's a shame not to maximize the usefulness of Petra. And we've also started a city on our eastern border along this river here, facing towards Congo in the southeast of Yangsan, where we've also built our we're building our Siwan district here for the extra science. So that's what's going on right now. I have also, we have a daring move by none other than Mahatma Gandhi himself, building a city in Srinagar to the south of Gyeongju, and this is going to be problematic, shall we say. So far we're not on any particular aggressive stance. We're mostly trying to formulate our own stable civilization along the coast and the rivers on this northwestern part of the continent. However, if India and Congo start acting arrogantly and settling cities sort of to the south of this jungle, we will start thinking about going to war. And it'll be perfect since we're about to research engineering, which is really good for besieging cities. It will make things much easier. Okay, so I've said that officially we're going to start at 2 p.m. Eastern Shore Time of the United States. So we'll let people come in about 5 minutes, and we'll start looking into how to improve our position and see what we're going to do. So for the time being, I'm gonna do a little bit of a beatbox freestyle as a improvised countdown for 5 minutes. So please enjoy. 4 more minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. One minute. 'Alright, improvised countdown. It's 2 o'clock. The stream is officially starting. Welcome, welcome everyone. Those of you who are finding me for the first time, take a look at the banners down below in the description. There are links to my social media and YouTube channel. Please check them out. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe on the YouTube channel if there's any content that you like. And follow me on Twitch. Alright, so now let's get into our Korea Let's Play Twitch live stream. That was long-winded. Okay, so let me just remind myself of the plan that we're going for. Right, so we went for mathematics. If I remember correctly, we were going to engineering and then we're going to rush to apprenticeship to get the industrial zone. if I'm not mistaken, since that'll be quite easy for us to get. So apprenticeship and then into education so that we may build universities. Okay, I think that is what we are going for the time being. We might catch up with animal husbandry and archery a little bit later, and then sailing later. Excuse me. Let's see. So yes, engineering, we require the aqueduct because we need housing at least for our capital city, because we didn't deploy on a river, so we do not have much housing. So obviously we will require some special treatment with the aqueduct district. The other cities are fine in terms of housing and whatnot. We do need to pay attention for amenities, because we would like to keep our cities happy to increase yields and growth. But for the time being, we are focusing on production in Yangsan to get the Suwon. And down at Gongju, we're building a watermill to give us that extra buff to food and production. And does it provide housing? No, it just gives extra food and production, especially for wheat resources, which we have plenty of in this river delta down here. Okay, and then for the civics tree, we were beelining for recorded history to get the Great Library, because science is our gig, and we would very much like to get the Great Library. Let's see, must be adjacent to a campus, requires boosts, boost, right. Okay, so it'll have to be built probably next to the Siwan and these hexes here. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We'll reserve this space for the Great Library. And for the moment, we're building a trader so that we may start a trade route to Gongju to construct a road for faster travel. Let's see, Apadana, +2 envoys. Less interested in that for the moment. Right, heavy chariots. Okay, are there any places where we would like to expand to? Possibly. So we explored around here along the coast quite a bit. And unfortunately, I think we lost our scouts to barbarians. So I think I was thinking of a city in this area, the northern coast up here. That way that'll give us a leg up on Congo in case they start approaching through the rainforest. We have a front to the north. Plus there are quite a lot of amenities here. There's jade, there's olives. That's probably a new luxury resource. I haven't noticed that one before. So jade, olives, crabs are bonus resource, never mind. But there's also marble. And if we're lucky, we might even be able to get the amber. So possibly a city on the lake here with access to the coast with a harbor. We'll think about it. There's also spices there. Let's see, could we build a city that could get a whole bunch of amenities? If we deploy the city here, where will it expand to? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Get the amber, it'll get the olives, it'll get the marble, it'll obviously get the jade. 1, 2, 3. It'll get the spices here. I think this is where we want to settle our next city, plus it'll expand outwards to the ocean where we can construct a harbor, giving us access to the northern coast. Very nice. Plus, we'll have trade routes going through Toronto towards this city. Okay, but for the moment, that's something for our long-term consideration, to get as many... First of all, it's a strategic position linking sort of the north coast, or at least the western and northern coast, into our sphere of influence, which will keep Congo from getting access to this northern coastline. And Is there a possibility for settling down here, east of Jerusalem? There isn't much luxury resources. There's horses here. There's dyes to the north, but Srinagar will probably get that anyways. Settling down here in the south doesn't seem to be all that interesting. Maybe a possible city on the coast to the west of Jerusalem to get the pearls, but I'm not exactly convinced. I think maybe a northern mission to settle on the lake here is of greater value. Plus it'll give us connection to Carthage. Speaking of which, let's just take a look at the city-states that are available here. Carthage, what's your quest? Swordsman, not happening anytime soon. Lisbon is a trade city. That's also not happening anytime soon. Jerusalem is a religious city. A galley, well, that'll happen sooner or later, I think. And then Toronto is one of our greater allies. At war with all... what's his name? Mvemba Anzinga. Well, we're probably going to end up having a war with both Mvemba and Gandhi at some point. Possibly settle a city here along the coast. Excuse me, not the coast. The river down here south of Yangsan to get the iron, amber, and more cocoa. Possibly. It's just not... this position doesn't exactly intrigue me all that much. There's a lot of desert. And a lot of rainforest, sure. We'll think about it. This might be a place to fight over in case Congo or India ends up pushing in that direction. Okay, also we have a governor title coming up soon after Pingala. Right, connoisseur, researcher, grants, right, race proponent. Probably gonna do researcher as well. We might start shifting Pingala to various positions to maximize the governor's capabilities. And for the other governor that I think we'll be going for will be probably Reina for money, because that's also another thing that technology allows us to do, is really expand our trade networks, and we already have 2 trade routes anyways. Alright, so these are some things to keep in mind for long-term strategy once we have access to governor titles and whatnot. But let's keep going forward. Right now the main point for us is to execute our strategy. Hashtag just one more turn.
Normal people believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Engineers believe that if it ain't broke, it doesn't have enough features yet.
Yep, I like that kind of mentality. Alright, this is our second trade route. We're gonna head to Gwangju to improve its food and production capabilities to get it grown up faster. Yep. Plus it'll establish a trade post there, and then we can trade down to Jerusalem if necessary. Gwangju it is. Very good. Let's see. Let's build a mine up here, because we would like the production very much. The one problem here with Gwangju is lack of amenities, so we might have to think about researching the games and recreation tech relatively soon. Research to construction technology. And where is that? Construction is here. It's not really in our... it's not in our interests, unfortunately. Education right now is more important to us, just to make sure we're just on the roll with science. So we'll do this. We do have to research animal husbandry, archery, horseback riding. Let's see, what about apprenticeship? We have to do that anyways. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Well, let's beeline towards education. I mean, let's get a head start on it. Good. And for Gyeongju, in 10 turns we can build the Great Library. Let's see, aqueduct. Can only build it here. That's unfortunate. I would have very much liked to have built it here, but I think in that case, so the aqueduct will go here, and then probably the drama and poetry, or the theater square, will go here, or here. And then once we get the industrial zone, it'll go here, so that we may upgrade to give bonuses to our commercial district, and then build a harbor later on here, which will further give extra yields to the commercial hub. Okay, well, let's build the aqueduct. Let's see, it'll be 5 turns. What if we build a settler? So that we can expand over here and get this very nice zone going. I'm not really feeling all that expansionary or aggressive with this particular civilization, so I'm thinking we go with the aqueduct first. Yes. And then after that, probably after the aqueduct, we can build maybe a spearman or a heavy chariot to have at least some kind of force to prepare to fight against India, or to make our way towards the northeast for our beautiful city next to the Jade. Good, good. Pingal will keep staying in Gyeongju, because that's where most of our science and culture is being produced. Let's see, what if we speed up? We can build that in 3 turns with a production focus. 3 turns, in which case we can build a catapult to be ready for sieges. I think we can roll with some more science focus. Keep the science going. Yeah, let's do that. Good. Young Sun still building the Seowon. Yep. And after the Seowon, we don't need the aqueduct. Let's see, what about a commercial hub? Any particular good place to build it? Not really. And there's a river here, but nah, I think possibly... We'll think about it. So far, keep constructing the Suwon, I think. And Gyeongju, need to improve your... Right, we need a bit more growth in Gyeongju to at least get more citizens or pops to be used for production. Okay, once we have the water metal, I think we can then start thinking about building Petra. Alright, let us keep rolling forward. So I hope everyone's enjoying Civilization Rise and Fall for the time being.
I am fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals.
Is that implying that Winston Churchill is a pig? Very good. How much does a builder cost? 230. Okay. Send envoy. Let us send an envoy to Lisbon. We want that extra money. because we don't need to send another envoy to Toronto. We don't have an industrial zone anyways. So there doesn't really seem to be a point to putting another envoy there. See, error progress. Okay. So far so good. So far I haven't been able to obtain or attain a Dark Age or a Golden Age. So far it's all been normal ages. I suppose it's when you really have a super special early move or later move where you can have a Golden Age or a Heroic Age or something along those lines. Alright. Let's see, 24, probably, it's about 70, it's about 90 more gold to 230, so probably another 4 or 5 turns before we can recruit another builder, or buy another builder. Okay. Sun, right, so far good, very good, very good. Let's keep going. Do I hear barbarians? Ah, road being built to Jerusalem. Interesting, from Delhi. Okay. Well, what kind of great person can we claim? A great merchant. That's cool. Oh man, probably Congo's gonna get that great scientist. This is a really good great scientist. To build a library. Oh, so good, so good. Yeah, okay, well, let's recruit the... Gain 60 gold, your nearest city annexes this tile into its territory. Crassus, that's hilarious. Mercantilism and enlightenment. Let's see. So that's way ahead. Okay, okay. Interesting. Let me double check what my government is. Production, gold. It's points towards... Alright, that's to earn faster. Envoys, wildcard policies, +2. Right, we want to be getting those great scientist points as much as we can. District +1 housing and +1 amenity. Right, perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Gyeongju. This has 3 amenities. Yongsan has 1. Is there any particular... We would like that iron. I would like that wheat. I think... Should we aid Gyeongju or aid Yongsan? Where is 16 turns border growth? I think we'll go get that iron. I'd much rather have iron as a resource present so that we can utilize it as quickly as possible. Okay. Right, 2 civic boosts. Right, you're on a normal age, and to get a golden age we need to go above 43. Like, that's gonna happen in the next 20 turns, is it? Yeah. That is very unlikely to happen. Alright. Let's keep going.
May the forces of evil become confused while your arrow is on its way to the target.
George Carlin, may he rest in peace. Archers, good. So far... Yeah, that doesn't really do anything for us. Right, we're just speeding towards horseback riding. Next is apprenticeship and education. Perfect. Very good. Very, very good. Alright. Might end up, if possible actually, we might end up building the pyramids here. because our theater square is going to be here. Okay. Again, nothing much has happened. I think I should technically be sending out scouts to be positioned around the border of both India and Congo just to make sure, just to keep an eye on them so that they're not crazily expanding and preparing a secret attack on us. Banzambata already has a wall built around. Interesting. Clearly scared of everyone. I can create a pantheon. That's nice. Let's see, is there something that can improve our science or culture? Let's see. Tasiara, holy site districts. Well, we're not really focusing on holy sites that much. River goddess, plus 1 amenity cities to have a holy site. Don't really care. Plus 1 great person points. Plus 1 great person points from holy site. Ooh, divine spark. That's really, really, really good. For us at least, since we are focusing on a great person science culture build-ish. Wow, that's a lot. They've already founded 5 religions? Wow. The AI is trigger happy as always with its religions. Alright. Plus zone circles. Not necessary. God of Craftsmen. Not all that interested. Oral tradition. Plus 1 culture from banana. Okay, we'll get some banana, cotton. We have dyes. Okay, think about it. Healing, not interested. Border expansion, also not interested. Desert folklore, not interested. We're not really big on deserts anyway. Monument to the gods. It's sort of forcing us to slow down, whereas we're trying to actually speed up our research instead of staying in the ancient or classical periods. Iduaries and marshes. Possibly. Camps. Goddess of festivals. I really like the divine spark because we're going to be focusing on science anyway, so we want just massive amounts of great scientist points. So we'll go with divine spark. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. What's our chance to get... Okay, so that great scientist got chosen. Next is Omar Khayyam. Triggers the Eureka mode for 2 random technologies and inspiration mode for 1 civic from the medieval. Okay. And so we have twice the amount of great scientist points than any other faction, or the most advanced one, so... Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Okay, what if we focus on production? Let's start focusing on production now. We want that watermill ASAP. It's our loyalty. 100%, which is good. Or 100. Right. Okay, so Toronto's getting besieged by Congo. That's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, where would we like our builder? We don't really need to improve much in Gyeongju. I think we would like a builder for Yongsan so that we can catch the horses. Our great merchant is making their way to the iron, and we're activate it. Oh, we still got 2 more actions. Oh, wonderful. It was just 1. Okay, and I think we'll go purchase. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yongsan. Well, the cocoa won't matter here because we already have the cocoa. I think we'll go for the stone and the cattle here. Let's go for the stone, buy that tile, and then the cattle. In that case, we'll we will buy a sort of loyalty. Loyalty is good. We'll buy a builder here because we have the money, and they'll start improving these tiles. Good. Very good. No, we're gonna go improve the pasture and then the iron. Right now that's more important. Right, that's a special district, I think. Right? Right. Okay. Okay, we're about to get our aqueduct built. And this one over here, which is even better. Things are going good. So far, nothing too dangerous. Except Congo taking over Toronto is obviously not very good. Hey, hey! The line is now complete.
I've lived through some terrible things in my life. Some of which actually happened.
We don't really want natural philosophy yet. For us, it's definitely, at least our capital, this would be excellent, but we don't have the districts yet to really use natural philosophy. However, I think we will, let's see, God King, settlers, that's not really natural philosophy, maybe Corvée. I mean, I think we're ahead in technology than anybody else. So I think I think, well, so we can double check. Well, we're sort of on the line, but I think we'll be able to build a great library, no problem. Okay, where do we go from here? We have recorded history. We're not really interested in military training. If we do games and recreation, that's gonna force us into defensive tactics. But we have to do defensive tactics anyway to get into naval tradition, or feudalism, or civil service. Or divine right. We're not really interested in monarchy. Not really. 3 military policies? Not that interesting. Guilds though. Guilds might be very interesting to pursue. With Chichen Itza, plus 2 culture to all rainforest tiles for the city, to all rainforest. That might be really interesting for Yangsan because there's a whole bunch of rainforest here. So I think we will proceed towards beelining towards guilds. So medieval fairs, Union Quarter. Yeah, let's proceed to guilds. We want that Chichen Itza as well as possibly craftsmen or town charters? Yeah, let's do that. Not interested in divine right, nor are we interested in reformed church. Maybe exploration for the Merchant Republic, but we'll think about it. Right now we're going towards guilds. Ooh, mercenaries. Trade Confederation from international trade routes. Not so hot on those international trade routes because these two civilizations are going to end up feeling the reign of the Hwacha, as good old Sean Bean let us know. Okay, let's see. In that case, we shall build a great library. We'll build it on the marsh. Yep. Improve the production. And at Yangsan, let's see. Watermill. We're gonna have to do that. We can focus on science. Science! Science! Because Science is overpowered. Don't need government plaza, I think. Not yet. I was thinking maybe building a encampment here or here. Maybe even here to sort of block the path towards Toronto and have a fortress basically connected to the lake if in case the Congo forces march in from the southeast from Mwila. I can build the library. It's just so simple to do, and we're so focused on science right now. We just want to basically leave everyone literally in the Stone Age. Governor title. I think we'll do Reina. I think. Or actually might be a good idea to do Liang for Gongju to improve the capabilities of Gongju. Let's see. Guildmaster. All builders trained in city get a +1 build charge. City center and government plaza buildings would need that. Aquaculture, fishery. On the fishery, unique improvement can be built in the city on coastal plots. Interesting. Zoning commissioner towards districts, that'll help. Amusement, entertainment, that'll help too. City park, unique improvement can be built in the city, yields to appeal on one culture. +1 amenity if adjacent to water. Yeah, let's do Liang. Magnus is still not useful at the moment. Though could help. Because Pingala is still improving the science and culture of Gyeongju. So I'm thinking Liang or Reina, but we need a finance city to use Reina the financier to any effective degree, so I think Liang is the appropriate choice. And we don't really need to improve Pingala yet. Let's see if we promote. Could do grants. Should improve great people. Because Liang's abilities aren't exactly useful for the moment, but would help with Gongju. I think we'll go with Liang. Gongju. Yep. Very good. Very good. Can I end up researching construction anyways nah, it's okay. Again, beelining towards education for that university and to pick up the industrial zone. That's our goal. It just reduces science and not much else. See, by 2 turns, that's not too big of a deal. Let's just improve the science. Okay, Gyeongju. Whole bunch of housing, which is great. Improves our amenities as well. Very good. And we still can't build any more districts. I think the next district we want to construct is the Theater Square right here, next to the Oracle. Good. So far so good. Let's keep going. Big deal, Mvemba. What are you unhappy about? unknown reason. Well, I'm pissed at you, Mvemba, for an unknown reason as well. What can I do? What do you want me to do?
No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle.
Good. Horseback riding is done. Let's go get the iron. Purchase this tile. And go get the cattle. Good, good. Our great people looking like Sunza is probably not going to be for us. Engineer, not us. Great merchant. Well, Changchan will be ours very likely. Great prophet. We're nowhere near a great prophet, and we're probably not going to get one anytime soon. Okay, then our great scientists are just pumping up. Congo is interestingly focusing on great writers and a lot of other cultural focuses. Okay. Right. I think we're researching apprenticeship now and into education. 23 turns. It's magnificent, isn't it? Just burning through technology like there's no tomorrow. Ugh, love it. Love it, love it. Let's keep going. Let us keep going. Okay, we just got an extra pop. Right, housing's okay there. Housing's very good here. Building the Great Library. Receives boosts to all ancient classical era technologies. See, and boost after another player must be built on flattages. Wow, that's so good. So good. Whenever someone else uses a great scientist, you get boosts. I mean, I'll be probably picking up all the great scientists there are, but that's still really good. And great writer and great scientist points. Just great library is so good. It's probably not as good as the great library from Civilization 5. Whoever rushed for that just, yeah, that was like the perfect build in Civilization 5 um, where you just build into the great library, and then you get a free library, you get huge amounts of science, you probably even get a free tech. It was ridiculous. Alright. So we're probably aiming to buy another builder for Gongju. Okay. Let's keep going. That doesn't really look like Marcus Licinius Crassus, but you know, close enough. Right, industrial zone, games and recreation. Right, okay. Probably gonna aim to build an entertainment complex in Gongju, maybe once Petra's built. And Toronto's being besieged. Ugh. Nasty. Very nasty. Alright, let's buy the builder. So we can build up all these farms. And we actually probably want to send our warrior from Gongju all the way north to this position here to secure it. Because we don't need a warrior in Gongju anymore. Just one more turn. Let's see. Apadana. Vemba Anzinga built Apadana. Great for them. Oy, oy, oy. Raids and attacks on Toronto from Congo horsemen. Alright. Those warmongers. We'll get you one day. Good. What's the likelihood of us getting a golden age? Maybe if we build Petra and the Great Library and stuff like that. Possibly. Let's keep rolling. Build farm, yep. Good. Things proceeding as planned. Right, there's a barbarian encampment. Good, please, Toronto, keep fighting as best you can. Keep them at bay. Good, good. Liang is established in Gongju. Right. Very good. Let's keep going. Ugh. Toronto doesn't look like it's gonna last all that long. Ay, ay, ay. See, where can Petra be built? On all desert, +2 food production must be built on desert or floodplains without hill. Well, I suppose we'll build it in the desert where there's no, you know, no minuses to it. Okay. But we still need to build the watermill and improve the production capacity of Gongju before we can build Petra, because 96 turns is ridiculous. Yeah, Toronto doesn't seem like it's gonna last all that long. But I believe in you, Toronto. Hold out, please. Could I gift them a unit? I mean, there isn't much I can give. Yeah, there isn't much I can give them. Even if I were to be able to. Let's see. That's levy military, that's to purchase a unit from them. I suppose I have to be an ally to have those capabilities to send them units to help out. Well, alas. Very good. Apprenticeship being researched. Good, good. So far so good. Hey, this ain't good. Don't bring your heavy chariots in around Yangsan. Oh no, that's unfortunate. But I suppose expected. Is Congo basically the new warmonger? Torontonian. Let's see, this is the trade route that was going to Toronto. I think we will just send the trade route to Yangsan. I don't really want to give much of anything to our opponents. Yeah, let's go to Yangsan. Improve our own city, because I foresee a war against Congo to fight and take back Toronto and maybe burn down Mbuila, or actually take it and have a base on this lake. Think about it. But it's unfortunate the first city-state falls. Nasty. Oh, wonderful. Gandhi is now a religious warmonger. Alright. Let's keep rolling. Hmm. 10 to 30 turns, okay. Gongju is going to be... Nope, we would like some food, thank you very much, in there. Little housing there. I have to tackle somehow with that problem. Because there's a whole lot of food, not a whole lot of production. It's going to make it rather difficult to build Petra. Alright, well, let's keep rolling.
There is no easy way to train an apprentice. My two tools are example and nagging.
Sure. District in your city, right, +1 from mines, quarries, 2 adjacent districts, and adjacent, right.
People who cannot find time for recreation are sooner or later to find time for illness.
I'm in no real particular need for insulae, so we're good with that. Right, amenities. Coliseum might be really good here. Yeah. We're the first ones to discover apprenticeship. Hooray! Alright, industrial zone. Fortunately, there aren't many quarries here, so again, the industrial zone is probably going to go here, and the theater square is going to go here. We just need to improve our population to actually build these districts, because population in Gyeongju is rather low. Alright. Both a great merchant and a great scientist. Oh, this is wonderful. I love it, how this thing is working out. So many great people. What's Omar Khayyam's ability? Triggers, right. Doesn't really matter where exactly. Alright. Guilds, good. Square rigging, don't care. Gunpowder, sure. I won't say no. Right, and another great person. Jiangqian increases trade route capacity +2 to both cities. Well, I think Jiangqian will be used for Gyeongju, because Gyeongju is our main city from where most of our trade routes stem from anyways. Perfect. And I think we can buy a trader now. Then, let's see, do we want to send it down to Srinagar or maybe Delhi? It doesn't really matter about religion. We have a governor present in Gyeongju anyway. So yeah, I think it'll be fine to send down a trade route from Gyeongju to Srinagar and then maybe later to Delhi, or just straight to Delhi. We'll see. Young Sun. Okay, this is going to be interesting here. It's a little bit low on amenities. Don't really need the aqueduct because it's only +2 housing. Industrial zone. +1, +1, right. +1, okay. But the commercial hub. +2, +2, +2, okay. Probably just watermill. When in doubt, just build the watermill. Thing for Theater Square later. the theater square will be of greater value once we get a possible world wonder in Yangsan, but that's not what we can do for now. I'm really tempted to actually construct a encampment. Maybe here to sort of face against Mbuila and Toronto. Because that way it'll cover, if we build it here, encampment here, it will cover the approach here with a ranged unit, and possibly build an encampment here so that it's protected by the river, but it won't support the capital much. Do we build an encampment here to be our forward post against Congo, which is currently being very warmongerous? I think we'll build a watermill and then we'll probably build an encampment from there. And I think this position right here is very good for the encampment. Yeah, so let's go with the watermill. Very good. Very good. Because we also need to start preparing to gear up for a war against Congo, because they took over Toronto. That ain't good. Alright, let's hope we can get actually a golden age. That would be really nice. See, I think we can send the... let's see, Srinagar will be better to Delhi. Let's increase our faith production, though that's not really such a big concern. Just that I would very much like to go to Srinagar first, construct a road and a trade post, and then I think the trade route would be able to go through Srinagar to Delhi that way. Well, maybe let's start with Delhi first, and then we can go to Srinagar after that. Sure, let's do that. Plus, it's a better trade route anyway. Good, good. Music being very good at this point. Will we be able to build the Great Library before... It would be really nice to see a Golden Age, actually. That would be very, very nice. Well, that's better. But once the watermill is constructed, things will get better in building Petra, because 77 turns is still too little. Too much, I mean. Alright, so we're on our way to researching education for the university, which is great. India and its Buddhist missionaries. Hey. Let's see, what's the problem? Right, need more housing. Well, I've sort of built almost all the farms down here. In that case, we might actually end up wanting to build a granary after the watermill and then go to Petra. By the way, if there are any new folk that have just joined the live stream, I welcome you. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you enjoy the live stream as we're proceeding with Korea in beating everyone up with science. My name is Tactical Analysis Gaming, FYI. And, yeah. So probably gearing up for a war with Congo over Toronto. Oh, just a little bit more and we can get that era score and we'll have a golden age. Can't wait. And so far, the classical era is lasting quite a while. Petra, 66 turns. Yeah, let's go for the granary. And we're actually going to, let's see, 3 turns until loss. We're gonna have to pinball this 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 situation right here. Um, we don't want to lose pops, but we also don't want to gain any pops, because that's 22. We don't want to, we don't want to gain any more pops. So let's build that granary, get that housing up, and then we can go from there. I don't really want to build that aqueduct. Alright. Look at all these missionaries! Look at them! We've come to convert you. They still didn't change that for the AI. The AI is still always... It's just... For whatever reason, they made the AI so trigger happy with its... They really... they made the AI trigger happy with religion, especially. I don't understand why. Yeah, well, that's a manual-induced starvation, but not for long. Mahabodhi Temple? I think that's another religious world wonder. So they have a governor in Toronto. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so far so good. India's building up an... No, I knew it. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. This was bound to happen at some point. Ugh! Annoying. Well, I suppose we can just improve our status with Lisbon. Okay, yeah, this is unacceptable. We need to start gearing up for a war. We'll build the Great Library and then go from there. And then we'll probably use Gyeongju and Yongsan. Yongsan will probably build the encampment, and then after that we'll start preparing to conquer Srinagar and Calcutta, because this is already unacceptable. This is way too close. This is our river. The Yongsan River. Yeah. Yeah, sure, Gandhi is very friendly with us, but that's not good. Let's talk to Gandhi here. Right, no, they don't have even anything for us. You didn't notice that our cities were close? Gandhi, come on. My man. Come on. Declare Golden Age War. Interesting, you can declare a Golden Age war. Well, we're not at a Golden Age yet, but we're heading in that direction. Alright, time to build the encampment. Yongsan, I suppose, will be our main military center. Alright, build the encampment here to protect from Toronto and to give better line of sight from the capital, or from the main city of Yongsan. Yeah. Good. Alright, here we need to improve the production if possible. Because, no, I'm not letting this happen. I am not letting India onto our river. Like, this one's fine. This one is kind of fine, but this is just insolence. Alright. By the way, what are the tenets of Buddhism here? Where is Buddhism? Shrines and temples provide food, and then allowing meeting houses, which gives faith and production. That's pretty good. That is not bad. Alright, let's deploy the warriors here, hold the ground here, because this is where we want our next city to be, on this lake. Once we conquer Toronto, probably. So I'll probably do a double war, which is take over Calcutta and take over Srinagar, and then the next war will be on Toronto and Mbuila from Congo to provide a straight line to the coast to the city here, which will come in later. Good, good. Glad that's what's coming up. Okay. Gongju. Oh, whoops, I forgot to pinball that. Oh well, it's okay. Doesn't harm us too much. The granary's on its way anyways. The Great Library's almost built! Happy, very happy. Did we lose a trader? I guess we lost a trader. Or no, actually no, we did not. Do we want a road to Jerusalem? I think we can keep supporting Gongju. Gongju's more of value to us. Yep. Trading post created. Good. Okay. Right, so after the Great Library is constructed, we're going to start focusing our resources on recruiting an army. Because these two cities have to go. So far, we're in the classical era.
The purpose of education is to replace an empty mind with an open one.
Indeed. Okay, this is good. This is quite good. Way Teokali. Must be built on a lake. Well, we don't really... Well, we do have a lake, but there's amber there, so I'm not breaking that down. Once we build our city here, we might be able to build Hue Tokali. But military tactics... We could go actually for military tactics. Well, if we're going for a war with India, I think ironworking is of great importance to us. To get the swordsmen. We could possibly go into machinery to get crossbowmen. Potala Palace. Wow, we can build Potala Palace, but it doesn't really give much to us. It's less of interest to us than, say... Okay, so since we're gearing up for war, I think ironworking... Do we need masonry? Not really. Okay, let's do ironworking. Alhambra. Not exactly. I mean, +2 amenities is pretty good. But it's not something we're all that interested, I think. Maybe ironworking, then into military engineering to get niter as a resource. Or at least discover niter. And get the armory as well. Because we want to have an edge over India's forces. Because they have spearmen and warriors, and if we have access to swordsmen, we'll just cut right through them. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll do ironworking, and then probably research into military engineering to get at least an advantage over everyone else who might even dare think about conquering us. Great Zimbabwe. Built so adjacent to a commercial hub, district market, and adjacent to cattle. Right. Might have to have Young Sun build that here or something. Alright. Okay, well let's not go too far. Right now we're preparing for a war with both India and Congo. First India, then Congo. India seems to be the weaker of the two. So we'll be going ironworking and then into military engineering. And then we're going to commit Gyeongju and Yangsan to recruiting our army. Good, good. Let's keep going. So obviously we could just be peacefully saying, it's fine, India can just settle in Calcutta, it's no big deal, why would you go to war? Well, point is, first of all, there's a little bit of role-playing in here. We have to feel like we're safe. There's a sphere of influence, like this conquest of Toronto by Congo, that was bad. That was bad news from Congo. That's one. Because plus Toronto was one of our friends, so it's sort of an element of retribution. We have to take back Toronto sort of as a pledge of revenge, or pledge of revenge for Toronto. That's one. Two, why would we go to war against India? Well, first of all, strategically speaking, Calcutta is a young city. It's ripe for the taking, and excuse me, and it's basically right where we would have liked to have settled anyways. So if we just take Calcutta, it's basically taking the city without having to build a settler fort. So that it seems to be an advantage there anyways. And then obviously, once we're starting our war, we'd rather wrap up Srinagar up with Calcutta, just to make sure that India doesn't think about any funny business and settle there again, or like start, annoying us. So then after India, we're going to go after Toronto and Mbuila of Congo to sort of open the route towards the coast here, where our warrior is. Alright. Very good. Very, very good. Let's keep going. So yeah, Calcutta will be our
Everything
first
has
target.
its limit. Iron ore cannot be educated into gold.
That's true. Unless you're a full metal alchemist, in which case, you can do whatever you want, but even there's a limit. Okay, so ironworking, now we're going to do masonry construction into military engineering to reveal this resource. Or do we just want to go into machinery for crossbowmen? That'll just give us a pure military advantage. Plus it'll be quicker. This is 1, 5, 15, this is 11 turns. Sure, let's go into machinery. Alright, almost. We'll build the Great Library, and I think we'll have a golden age then, and we'll be able to fight a victorious war against India, take Calcutta, and take Srinagar. And then turn our attention to Congo. By the way, where is the Hwacha? Hwacha is where gunpowder is. Renaissance era unit. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time. Now let's just go for machinery, and we'll be... Okay, so the Hwacha we'll keep in mind for possible war in the Renaissance, because this is where our advantage will be with using Hwacha as our main artillery unit, or field artillery unit. Right, okay, great. Things are really looking up for us. Preparing for war. We're about to have a golden age. It's really good, I'm excited. Hope everyone else is excited.
We can roam the bloated stacks of the Library of Alexandria, where all imagination and knowledge are assembled. We can recognize in its destruction the warning that all we gather will be lost.
That is true. One of the great tragedies of history. The burning of the Great Library of Alexandria. Well, that's nice. We have a golden age, everyone! Threshold to earn a golden age. You're on a normal age during this game era. To your citizens exerts a normal amount of loyalty, right? Free inquiry dedication bonus, right. So we need housing. Well, we're about to build the granary. So we can pump that up again. And Gongju needs food. Working on that. World Wonder completed. The Great Library. Love it. This is great. I think what this means is that next era we're going to have a golden age, which is great. And that's basically when we will declare a war on India. We're going to have defensive tactics, though that's not really our interest. Let's see, Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. The retirement ability and additional time. Great to have an additional charter must be built adjacent to a harbor. That's not really of our interest. Even though our civilization is on the coast, we're not really a ocean-going civilization yet. Okay, Gyeongju. We need to start preparing for war. So I think we'll start with building a catapult, because that'll take the longest amount of time here, and we also want to make sure that our units are built as fast as possible, because the more time you spend building military units, that's time you're not spending on constructing other buildings like districts and whatnot. So it is best that we speed up our construction. And I still think we can keep Pengala in Gyeongju.
Defense is superior to opulence.
Sure, sure. Let's see, we don't really need conscription. A Goj. Oh, we don't have military policies anyways, and we want to keep... Like, we don't actually technically need military policies currently. There isn't just much that they can offer. Right, nothing else here gives us all that much. Okay. Wild Guard. Good, good. Hey, I got another great scientist. Hildegard of Bingen. Gain 100 faith. This holy site's district. Faith adjacency bonus provides science as well. Actually, this great scientist isn't that interesting, because we're not so big on faith. Our civilization doesn't gain much from a scientist with faith. Congo will, but not us, so we're gonna pass. Perfect. So does that mean we... Do we lose most our points? No, I guess not. Oh, we pass on that previous scientist, and I suppose Congo immediately gets that scientist. Okay, got it. Great scientist Abu Al-Qasim Al-Zarawi. Plus 20 hit point healing for the player's units with one tile triggers. Oh, a combat scientist. Interesting. That might actually be really handy, especially for going to war against both India and Congo. Interesting. Very interesting. Right, we have a great merchant coming up relatively soon. Okay. This is going pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, right. If you pass up on the great person, then another civilization gets that person. Got it. That's how that works. Okay. Is it time to build Petra, or do we better build an industrial zone? I mean, the industrial zone will take a huge amount of time. We might want to purchase a whole bunch of tiles and then recruit a builder. Don't really need Jebel Barkal. And our production is just ridiculously low. I think we want to improve the production of these tiles here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to purchase... First of all, we're going to purchase a builder. Then we're going to purchase a tile here. Once we earn some more money, we can go improve more tiles with our builders. So we want to build up these mines because we barely have any production. I think then at this point, let's see, where can we build a Siwan? Here, 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 there. I think we'll leave the Siwan for later. So we'll build a monument for the time being. Another governor title. I think infrastructure. Yeah. Very good. So much era score. Civil service. Because we're heading towards guilds, right? Guilds? Excuse me. Guilds. For Chichen Itza and various other, mostly for Chichen Itza because that's a really good wonder, especially for Yangsan. Okay, the encampment is going to be built very soon. Got the catapult in production. Gongju is having a difficult time taking off, but we keep going. Okay. Good. So far, so good. Builders are making their way to the mine. It's still being constructed. We are in the medieval era technologically. Printing. Built on flatland adjacent to the city. +1 wild card policy slot. +5 culture. That would be really nice. Provides a more level diplomatic visibility on all other civilizations while tourism yields from Grey World. Possibly. Though I'm much more inclined to improve our military situation right now, since we are gearing up for a war with India and Congo. Let's see. So far, no need for great works. Okay. If there's anyone new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining in for this rather long Korean live stream. We are starting to gear up for some very exciting wars to come with India and Congo. Congo for vengeance over Toronto, and India for their insolence in Calcutta. Very good. So let's keep on this path. And we're getting ready for a... a formal war. Interesting. Well, our encampment will be constructed very soon. Very good. We shall recruit this scientist. This will be perfect to go to Yangsan so they can make their way over there. Yangsan, you can start recruiting, let's see, 3 turns. Archer, we don't really need an archer because the Ngao Mbeba units are of high quality anyways, so they won't be able to Let's go around this way. Let's bring our warrior back. Alright. Here, let's see. Can we maximize our production here? Let's see. I think everything's already on maximum production. Yeah, everything's already on maximum production anyways. So, what unit would we want? What's the quickest one? Should we go for a swordsman? Let's go for a swordsman. Need our main melee unit. And how much would these units cost? 260 for spearmen, 240 for archers. Very expensive. Okay. Ugh. Right, that's good. Declaration of war. That's annoying, but not unexpected. It's perfect that we built the encampment just as they attack. Alright. And obviously they're going to start raiding our districts and our resources and all that. Yep, pillagement. Pillagement? What? Excuse me? Pillagement? What the hell is pillagement? There we go. 45, that's better. But still low. Okay. Let us... We want to save our money for our military effort right now, so we're probably going to send the... Could we ask... No, the diplomacy doesn't work here like this, unfortunately, so we're going to have to tough this out by ourselves. And I shouldn't have recruited a swordsman, I should be recruiting actually a spearman to fight off all these horsemen. So be it. We're probably going to lose this warrior from the chariots. Ugh! Congo, you warmongers. Okay, we'll keep the scientists in the city. See how this goes. Yep, yep. Yep. Well, at least that gives us a chance to recruit some forces. Builder back. In about 10 turns, that's gonna finish. So we're gonna probably send the catapult. Since Congo has attacked us now, I think it's time for us to attack towards Congo first, before moving on to against India.
Remember that people break down too, not just machinery.
That's true. That is very true. Right, we'll keep the builder here for the time being. Right, so we have machinery. Now, what should we go for? Do we need military tactics? I think if we just go for gunpowder and go for musketmen, I think we should be fine. We won't necessarily need military tactics. Hue Teokali isn't really a worthwhile wonder for us anyways. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Kilwa Kisiwani, excuse me. Let's see, +3 envoys when built when you are the suzerain of a city-state. At the moment, we do not need this right now. We need just units, forces. Since Congo's making their attack, let's see. Let's go for a heavy chariot to give us mobility, since there's a spearman being recruited in Yangsan. Alright. Gongju unfortunately can't help us in the war effort, since A, it's quite far away from where the main fighting is happening, and second of all, the production on it is miserable, and plus we want Petra. built in Gyeongju as quickly as possible. So we'll just leave Gyeongju and Yangsan as our main military recruitment centers for the time being. Good. Let's see how Congo rolls here. That trade route is gonna get plundered, isn't it? Ugh. And the Suwon is also
Each
gonna
of us
get
is
plundered.
carving a stone, erecting a column, or cutting a piece of stained glass in the construction of something much bigger than ourselves.
Indeed. Alright. Let's see, where should we build Petra? I think we should start building Petra now. Or do we purchase one more tile and build up the mines? That might be a better idea. Purchase the tile here, and then next turn, in 2 turns, once we build the next mine, then we build Petra. Because again, the production on this city is pitiful. And then in that case, while we have the time, let's see, 2 turns. Can we build something in 2 turns? Not really. Could build a warrior in 4 turns. And we don't have any districts to make any of those special convert production into science or gold projects. Maybe start building the industrial zone now. There aren't any quarries in here, so it's just mines. I think we're gonna have 3 mines here. Or, actually, we can build the industrial zone right here, because there's gonna be 2 more mines right there. So... But I think we should build that later. Ugh. Difficult. Maybe then the Suwon. I think we could build the Suwon out here, because this place is going to be used for mines and various other improvements and districts. There we go. So I think we'll construct the Suwon there. Okay, let's build the Suwon. Then after the Suwon, we'll build Petra. Good. The war continues. Okay, we might want to pull the catapult back so that we don't lose it. Yep. It's interesting that they're going straight for, it looks like they're going straight for Gyeongju, or at least they're pillaging. Yeah. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But it is what it is. I think we'll be fine. They don't have a large enough army to take over Yangsan. So we should be good. Though, yeah, it is an interesting move. Why are they going down towards Gyeongju? Well, spearmen to the rescue, I suppose. Ah, Lisbon is was our opponent. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, good. The mine is constructed, and we can start pushing the builders back up north, because they're gonna need it. Their services are going to be needed in Yangsan. And then in 6 turns we can start building Petra. Now 34 turns is much better than just 70 turns or 45 turns, so that's good. Trade route plundered, of course. No, we're not gonna be repairing the Suwon yet. We still need to recruit units. Let's see. Do we keep going with the swordsmen? Or do we go for more spearmen? Let's go with the swordsmen. Sort of our main infantry line. The spearmen will take care of the cavalry, and then we have a chariot being recruited in Gyeongju for the mobility. So let's continue building the swordsmen. Good. Well, those chariots aren't going to last very long. Fine, we'll move the catapult back. Right, and chariots aren't all that good against horsemen. That was my bad. It's okay, we're going to trap their horsemen forces in between our spearmen coming in from Yangsan and the units in Gyeongju. So instead of just throwing our chariots at the horsemen, which would be worthless, we're going to make a circle around Indian territory and come back around that way. Gyeongju, let's see, what's next? Crossbowmen are going to take a while to construct. Why can't we do horsemen? 2 horses, well, can I suppose roll with chariots in that case instead. Alright. I think spearmen. Congo has been using mostly horsemen. Or do we roll the crossbowmen? Crossbowmen are going to take a long time to be recruited. So I'm thinking spearmen and then crossbowmen. Yes, please
Create
attack
with
across
the
the
heart.
river.
Build with the mind.
We might actually want to build the terracotta army this time. But that'll be in Yangsan then. Right, going all the way around. Obviously not the most efficient move, but you know. Wow. Congo's really been investing in their army. Let's see, where are builders here? Let's march them to Gyeongju. Right. Boost, good. Not enough amenities because they're burning everything down here. Ugh! Okay, 4 turns and we have our swordsman. This is why we go for gunpowder. Or as quickly as possible. Probably then park the spearmen into Yangsan and start healing them up because right now their archers are just going to shoot us up. Good. In 3 turns we're going to get our swordsman. The chariot is on its way. And that should help us to take care of this Congo force. Got another spearman getting ready at Gyeongju to face off the horsemen. Good, good. Ugh. All that damage. I think Congo's really been focusing on a heavy military build with military policies to buff them up, of course. Fire the catapult, some damage, and then minor defeat. Why? Plus horsemen ideal terrain? You kidding me? Horsemen get buffs for fighting in hills? Come on. Alright, well let's keep recruiting forces. I think at this point we can recruit crossbowmen. Because we have a bit of an army recruited. Let's send an envoy to Lisbon. Envoy to Lisbon to improve our standing with Lisbon, maybe even get an ally for us to face off against Congo, but that's unlikely to happen. Gandhi has 4, yeah, that won't happen anytime soon, but at least, we'll be getting more money from the commercial hub that we have in Gyeongju. Right, might actually even end up building the entertainment complex after the Siwan rather than Petra, but we'll see. We shall see. Good. Swordsman in 2 turns. We'll probably be able to hold this line. Though we might end up losing Yangsan actually. It's a lot of damage. 11 gold to Lisbon. Wow. Or do we go to Delhi for the science? We don't want to go to Yangsan because our trade route will just get plundered. Let's go to Delhi. Or let's do Srinagar. Establish a trade post there, and then possibly the next trade route to Delhi will go through Srinagar into Delhi, which will go through a trade post. It's good. Oh, second promotion. Ugh. Jesus. Wow. So much damage. I don't get it. Yeah, we definitely need the entertainment complex in Gyeongju first. But very soon we're going to be getting our golden age. Alright, swordsman coming up very soon. Wow, plus 10% garrison promotion. Wow. The Congo army is ridiculously strong. How did the Republic build an army so quickly? This is where we need technology to help us win. God. Yep, they're starting to proceed against Yangsan. Could we actually just buy walls right in front of them? That might not be possible. Might have to just build walls instead. 6 turns. Ugh. Not nice. Very not nice. At least we'll cut down their swordsmen, because we have better swordsmen. Nope, wrong move. God dang it. Max, come on. TAG, take your time. Right, promotion available, we're good in... Right. Iron, good. More pillaging. Gyeongju needs food. I completed a quest? Okay, I won't say no. Right, more production in Yangsan. Barracks or stable? Or do we just keep recruiting more units? Building a barracks. I mean, that would be really nice. More housing, more production towards units. Or maybe walls. or more swordsmen? Hmm. Let's see. If we build the walls now, we can then save some strength for the city. It's going to take 6 turns. What's the likelihood of them taking the city? I think relatively low now that we have a bit of an army protecting Yangsan versus recruiting units such as more spearmen or swordsmen, which will take longer. I think we want to focus a little bit more on defense considering that they've been pressuring Yangsan quite a bit, so we need at least some defensive measures to be able to hold off Congo whenever they come attacking us again. Because their horsemen beat my spearmen, that's ridiculous. We'll work on walls. Gongju. Yeah, let's reduce your food intake. And I think actually we can work on Petra now. Yes, can work on Petra. We'll build Petra right here. Very good. We got crossbowmen in the works. Our chariots on the way. Yeah, I know it took a long time to get around here, but I didn't want to have the chariot die in front of horsemen, so better to have a safe heavy chariot unit than a dead one.
Great news! Our accomplishments have propelled our civilization into a golden age. During this time,
Yep.
our civilization will be stronger and more loyal than ever.
So, what does it do? So we can build an encampment there. Let's pull the workers back. Builders, excuse me. Let's see, common strength versus melee units, or versus cavalry units. I think we could do both echelon and thrust. We'll start with echelon because Congo seems to be using a lot of cavalry units, so we need that kind of capability there. Let's proceed with our swordsmen. Spearmen are just gonna die. Sharp armor, slendiness, for defense. I think grape shot. Destroy barbarians, naval tradition. Kill a unit with a quadrireme. Well, that ain't happening. Right, a whole bunch of pillaging. Make dedication. So, a Dark Age will be 70 era score, normal age is 71 to 82. Okay, historic moments, right, this is just a... Right, okay. Effects active this age. Each of your citizens exerts 1/2 loyalty pressure in their city. This pressure also affects other cities within 9 tiles, but is 10% less effective. Make a dedication will provide powerful gameplay bonus during the age. Yes, please. Do we go with free inquiry? Pen, brush, and voice. My mentality. Golden Age. Eureka's provide additional 10% of technology costs, commercial hub and harbor districts gold. I mean, free inquiry is just, for us, is just so perfect. We're working our way towards gunpowder anyways, so let's go with free inquiry for that science. Indeed. Alright. Very good. Okay, so we have an army under recruitment. No, I don't think they'll be able to take over Gyeongju. And we have, right, an army under recruitment. We're in a golden age, which is great. So we'll begin our counterattack of Congo quite soon. Let's go hunting some horsemen. Let's fire off from a horseman there. Right, and that's just gonna kill the spearmen. It's hilarious. Their horsemen are more powerful than my spearmen. Quite a reversal of roles, wouldn't you think? Okay, unfortunately we have a problem with the Menides because of all the raiding. Let's see, they raided the cotton here. They raided the copper and the Suwon. Right, and a whole bunch of other raiding. Okay. Petra's under construction. Good, so far so good. And we got crossbowmen being recruited right now, as we speak. Aha! Congo, have you met your match with swordsmen? I think you have. Who would have thought swordsmen are better at fighting horsemen than spearmen? Who can we recruit? A great merchant. Gain 200 gold, gain 1 envoy. Yep. That one's for us. And the envoy we will send to... Let's see. I think Carthage. We want to try to get allies in Lisbon and Carthage to be able to pressure Congo from the northeast and the south. So we'll send an envoy to Carthage. Very good. We'll let them attack us. Okay, use the scientists for the greater healing. The wall's under construction. We have the chariot coming here to take down the archers, which should be good. Even though this terrain is horrible for chariots, you know. What are you gonna do? And let's see. Do we want to purchase another unit? No, I don't think so. Let's just work on... Let's work on building the army, because we have crossbowmen on the way. And we'll leave the money for later, because we want the money to be able to probably buy some more builders in order to repair this whole mess. We do have one builder who's going to end up repairing everything here. But yeah, let's keep the money back in case Congo starts sending in another army against us. Yeah, having issues attacking spearmen, are you?
The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the federal government, but doesn't have to take the civil service examination.
Do we want to change policies? I don't think so. There's really no need. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're good for now. Fire. Still a major defeat. Why are their horsemen better than my own spearmen? Well, I suppose they're heavily promoted, and plus they probably have a whole bunch of military policies, that's why. And so then we'll fortify. Swordsmen will keep their position. Chariot will keep pursuing these archers. Spearmen will go and outflank those horsemen. Have the scientist support the swordsman. Right. I mean, we've basically encircled and are in the process of destroying the Congo army. This is turning out very good for us. Very good. Also crossbowmen on the way to support our troops in the field. And our spearmen getting their asses handed to them. Ugh. But I think we can promote them now. Yep, echelon. Can you defeat them, spearmen? Still a minor defeat, huh? There we go. So this is a trader. We would like to send it to Gongju to support it with production. Since Gongju already has low production anyways. Yeah, this is horrible terrain for chariots. I just need the chariot to continue to pursue the archers because they might be caught out of position. Aha! More horsemen. How unexpected. Alright. Okay, let's see. It's almost 4 o'clock Eastern time. I think we're gonna live stream for about an hour and a half and see how this war goes and then call it there. I hope everyone has enjoyed the live stream so far. It's definitely been much better than the last live stream where I couldn't even show my audio commentary, and I hope the camera also gives me my good looks, you know? Anyways, also this live stream has been a lot more lively because, hey, even more forces. They also have crossbowmen. Ugh! I thought I was ahead. Anyways, the war continues. This has been an interesting live stream episode, especially now.
In warfare, the more will be the need for engineers in the field armies. In the late war, there were never enough sappers at any time.
That's true. Okay. Let's take down these horsemen if possible. Okay, so Young Sun, I think now can start recruiting new units. No, we don't need a trader, thank you very much. Swordsman? Probably swordsman. We need bulk units, because we're gonna have knights quite soon. Yeah. Yeah, so we won't need horsemen that much. And plus, swordsmen are acting much better than spearmen in taking care of cavalry, which is very odd. Alright. So we'll have 2 spearmen, 2 swordsmen, we have a crossbowman on the way, we have a heavy chariot for mobility, and we have a catapult for sieges. I think a relatively balanced army for the time being. Yes, I know we have amenities problems. There isn't much I can do for the time being. Okay, so we've cleared them out from Gyeongju. Now we can head out and start repairing, and we can pop this encampment, sure. Let's go fix that plantation over there. And actually, we can recruit another builder, I think. Yes, because now we can build a couple more farms, maybe trigger the feudalism eureka, or inspiration. and then go build these plantations over here where the cocoa is. Very good, this is working out very nicely. And now Yangsan has a wall, and the district also the encampment also has a wall, so we've set up our defenses, and we've basically beaten back the Congo army for the time being. Let's see how well that lasts, or how long that lasts. Promoted. Battle cry, of course. Aggression. And the crossbowmen have marched away. Okay. Bring up the catapult. This is actually not a catapult. This is a mangonel. I think the mangonel has the spoon or the scoop, and then there's an onager, and then catapult just refers to the general siege weapon family of equipment. Okay, spearmen, I think they can heal for now. Yes, we know we need more amenities. That is very clear. Okay, I think Gyeongju, after recruiting another crossbowman, will work on repairing the Suwon. Or should we recruit more forces? Do we? No, I think we'll start repairing the Suwon and start thinking about more districts. Let's see. How the theater district square? Yeah, probably actually theater district there, and then the industrial zone here to get the most amount of culture bonus there. Okay, good. We're gonna repair the Suwon because we want our science back up, because it's taken quite a bit of hit. Quite a bit of hit. Quite a hit. Really? Really? How? Wow, this is insolence. Really, just 12 gold every turn? Look at all these great works, wow. I would love these works. No, we're gonna refuse for the time being. It is unfortunate for you. Well, crossbowmen on the way. Okay. Time to defeat the Congo army. In the field, and we shall turn our attention to Toronto. It'll be very difficult to take Mbuila without having Calcutta or Toronto. So, ooh, perfect. Niter and iron for us. Calcutta's basically the next target once we've completed the war against Congo. So right now we need to focus on capturing Toronto. And this is where careful planning of how to approach fighting Toronto is key. So there's a limited path to Yangsan, now covered by this encampment. And to get to Toronto, we actually... Oh wow. Really? Mbamba? You built a city in Mbamba? You built a city here when Toronto's right there. Fine. Fine, I won't ask. I won't ask the AI why. Okay, so that means we're probably going to have to make a swing around here and deploy our troops out in the field here, and deploy a catapult either here or here and start shelling Toronto. It would have been nice actually to deploy maybe a galley here. Aha, they are building Hue, Teocalli, and Toronto. Interesting. Okay, maybe I should even let them build it and then attack Toronto. We need to build up an army anyways, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's repair up the Siwan. The catapult can skip a turn for now. Right now, let's focus on defense. We might actually, just to make things easier and let sort of Congo build Hue Tokali and then attack Toronto when they've built it, is actually to take down Srinagar and Calcutta first, and then proceed towards Congo. Let's see. Golden Age War. Well, I'm not going to denounce Gandhi until I've made sure we have either a peace with Congo or I've taken Toronto, at least. Alright. Yes, we understand we need more housing in Yangsan. Yes. We'll work on it in a moment. Yeah, sure it's been fulfilled, but that doesn't remove Calcutta from its position, does it? So you start repairing this place up. Let's get the catapult into the encampment. Gyeongju, repair the library, and I think we can start focusing on the science once again. Let's see, how many total farms do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna build a 5th. Did we build a farm up here? No, we didn't. So we'll probably build another farm somewhere around here. Actually, we can recruit a builder here. We can't do that now because of the scientist. Okay, well then we'll do that and recruit another builder so that we can start building lumber yards and farms in around Yangsan. Good, good. Very good, very good. Okay, we might want to pull the chariot back, because that archer's acting nasty. Yep, let's pull back. The crossbowman will take care of him. There to escort with the swordsman. The catapult's on the way to the encampment. The swordsman will heal. And where's this builder? They'll go here, build a farm. Perfect. And then in 4 turns we're gonna get a Eureka for stirrups, which is gonna double up with the technology and we can start recruiting knights. Which is perfect. Alright, we don't need ancient walls on Gyeongju. No need for it. And we're going to start focusing on building up an army against India, so we don't really need to build trade routes towards them. So So we're going to build a university to increase our science. When in doubt, build science. At least for Korea. Because Korea can make science really, really powerful. No, that's not a good deal, Mvemba. Come on. I thought you were a more generous individual. Hmm. Let's form up the spearmen to protect. Get the catapult there. Very nice. Let's pull the chariots back and start healing them up. So we've got some more builders here. We'll go build up that mine. Petra's in... Man, once Petra's gonna complete this, Gongju is gonna be a much better city for it. There's Gyeongju and Gongju and Yangsan, our main cities. Right, so far so good with the loyalty. No. We're not gonna make peace. We want a much better peace than just, oh, give us this X amount of gold every turn. You cause us a lot of damage. Who is taking care of... You ever heard that India and Congo are allied? Interesting. Okay. Let's militarize Yangsan, and what do I mean by militarize? I mean let us repair the Suwon and the library, and then start building military production buildings, because I think we have a large enough army to act defensively against Congo, and I think we actually have a large enough army to take over Calcutta. So I think it's time to work on some repairs and preparing for our attack. And we can leave Yangsan on production focus, I think. We do need to build an entertainment complex, though. Yep. Right, more swordsmen. Let's plop the swordsmen here and defend the pass. Then I think we can send the spearmen down south towards Calcutta to start preparing for the attack there. Very good, very good. The war has been a success so far. Yeah, once we get Bamba, we're definitely raising that city. Come on. I think if we do take Toronto, we might... Well, it depends. If Congo constructs the Hui Tokali, we'll definitely take and own Toronto. But if not, then I think we will liberate Toronto if we have that ability. Hey! Wow, nice. That's a, that's pretty good. I like it. Building another mine. Let's see, we still have access to iron, so that's fine. So let's go build those lumber yards. Let's keep repairing the Silwan. Gonna get our science right back up. Oh, it's perfect. We're gonna get feudalism, and we're gonna get stirrups right after that because we're gonna get a Eureka, which I think will complete stirrups. Perfect. That's just perfect. Let's see, serfdom is okay. Feudal contract, maybe. And then we have the knight. Might recruit knights against India. 14 turns to Petra. I think we got this. I think we got the Petra build. How about you also give us works? Well, if you're not willing to trade those great works, then goodbye, Mvemba. We have not much to talk to. We don't have much to talk about. And why is India allying with Congo? Congo has just been a warmonger.
Mercy I asked. Mercy I found.
There we go. Perfect.
In democracy, it's your vote that counts. In feudalism, it's your count that votes.
True that, true that. Again, no military policies for the time being. I'm good with the classical republic for now. Right, let's keep recruiting... We're recruiting gunpowder, sir! No. Right, we're going into guilds. And we're also going into gunpowder, so we'll start recruiting musketmen pretty soon. But I think the musketmen will be best used against Congo. India I don't think is very ready for a war with us, I think. Let's see, young son. Right. We're more focused not really on a cavalry army, but more on a, I think, foot-based army. So I think we'll build barracks here in Yangsan. Right, and let's start positioning up to besiege Calcutta. In the woods there, we actually want to march around to this hill here. Let's see, we'll drop the... So much food, look at that, 8 food, oh, beautiful. Okay, so the catapult will be there. We don't want to attack from the river, so we want to attack from the woods here where we have better protection. Good, good. Very good. We'll keep the swordsmen in the encampment just to keep them safe. Be nice to recruit a crossbowman here to add some ranged combat power there, but that's alright. Really? Warriors? Why are you recruiting warriors, India? I understand you're peaceful men. Yeah, they're just setting up and, you know, passing by. It's okay. There's no problem, right? Very good. Right, we'll keep this builder in sleep mode for the time being. Crossbowman needs to march on, let's see. Is that Petra? Oh no, that's Jebel Barkal. I think we'll then wait for Jebel Barkal to be constructed and then we can attack. We actually need the crossbowmen here on the river. Yep. Yep. Let's get into position. Get ready to attack India. Well, big deal. Ah, someone else built Jebel Barkal. India must be pissed. Kotokun. Okay. Because it's influenced by Mvemba, of course. Of course. Nobody likes me. Spare him his life from his monstrosity. Okay, let's get the crossbowman next to the catapult. Spearmen are making their way around. Good, I think at this point we can move the swordsman here. Good, good. Right. University being constructed. Petra is on its way. Very good, very good. No, we don't want your spices or your horses. We want your great works. No. No, you're giving me your great works, Memba. I want your culture. I am going to take your culture. That is what's going to happen. You have attacked Yangsan. You've killed our people. We are going to take your culture back from you for killing our people. Let's see, so 3 units there, so actually we don't need that swordsman. So the spearman will go there, the swordsman will go there, then another spearman will go here, and then the crossbowman will be positioned on the niter to be able to shoot at Calcutta. Good. And while we're at it, let's just denounce Gandhi. Ah, I see. Well, well, I suppose we'll do a war of retribution against India because they have taken our land. So we're retributing our land? Is that how that works? I mean, Congo is the real warmonger here. I don't know what you're on about, India. Congo is the main enemy. They're the ones who attacked me. So I don't know what you're upset about. In 520 AD, India and Korea became pissed at each other. Right, so okay, we'll have the chariot head out this way. This is better terrain for chariots to run around in. So we'll have the chariot cover any possible attack from Srinagar towards Gongju. And we will prepare to attack Calcutta very soon. Send envoy to who? Who would I send it to? Carthage, I suppose. Hey, hey! We have an ally! Wow, look at this place! Covered by mountains. Defended by mountains. Very nice. Very nice. Only why are you only using archers as your defensive unit? I do not know. I will never know. Okay. What if we purchase a trader? How much would that cost? 295. We'll get that gold pretty soon. Good, good. Of course they've been targeted. It's not a rumor. I commanded them to. They're my ally. No! No! The Petra build failed! No! 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 So much time spent. Oh god, that's nasty. That's so unfortunate. Ugh. Okay, fine. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Fine, we'll build the pyramids, okay? We'll build the pyramids. Because 5 turns and build the pyramids. God dang it. Man, that could have made Gongju so good. Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. Right, barracks almost ready in Yongsan. No, give me your culture. I want your culture. No, I'm not paying you for your great work. You are giving your great work to me for all those lost Korean lives. Alright. Terracotta army wouldn't be too bad. Could build it instead of the... Right, we do need the entertainment complex though. I think maybe building the entertainment complex somewhere around here. Because I don't really want to get rid of any of the jungles, because I want the jungles there for the, what's it called? The Chichen Itza. By the way, eight turns. Is there something we can build in 8 turns? What can we build in 8 turns? Could build the government plaza. Sure. Then we can actually build it here, next to this district. Sure. Let's build the government plaza in this district. Maybe even leave it here. Do the industrial zones get +1 from... No, only mines and quarries. And that's where our quarry is, and there's a mine over there. So it doesn't really matter. If we do build an industrial zone in Yongsan, it's not gonna get too much extra from it. So I think we'll just build the government plaza here with another district here to get this sort of maximum triple zone of districts, shall we say. Because then in 8 turns we can build Chichen Itza in the rainforest down here. No war yet, okay. Very soon though. Gandhi. And Mvemba. Anzinga. Jerusalem, you're gonna do some raiding, eh? That'll be quite annoying. And we're on our way to gunpowder, so... Why is Mvemba much further than I am in research? That's unfortunate. That is impossible, and I disagree. I will be sure to kick them down a couple of notches. That's really... Really? Seriously? Gandhi is still in the classical, and Mvemba is still in the... is now in the Renaissance. I wonder what Mvemba has researched. Well, that's an odd place to put a settlement. Okay. Interesting. I don't care, I'm about to attack. Okay, we're gonna go there, gonna go there. Okay, so we'll attack next turn. If possible. Well, we'll declare a formal war. It's no big deal. I mean, there's only 2 civilizations on this continent, so who's gonna treat me as a warmonger? The 2 other warmongers? Big deal. Alright. No. No, we're not at peace. We will be at peace when I say we are at peace, Congo. Vemba Anzinga. Right. It's unfortunate. We'll keep the heavy chariot sleeping, I think. Alright, Gandhi. Your day has come.
My attempts to avoid violence have failed. An eye for an eye only makes the world blind.
Well, we'll make sure you're blind, Gandhi. We will be enlightened and see forward into the future with our great technology. Alright, let's clear the area of warriors. Good. Very good. Calcutta will be ours very soon. Then we shall move on to Srinagar. Right, and our university in Gyeongju is going to be built very soon. Yeah, you'd better take those missionaries away. Why is the city-states building
From the
all these
height of these pyramids, 40 centuries look down on us.
Wonderful. Though it's interesting that we built the pyramids in the medieval era, not in the classical or ancient period, so... Okay, so the pyramids add +2 builds for all builders, I do believe. Oh no, just one. Build 1 extra improvement, must be built on desert, right. And grants a free builder. Very nice. Let's go north. And we need to build up those plantations. Keep that Yongsan trade route up and running. Right, good. Gyeongju. We don't need Kilwa Kisawani. I think it's time for us to build a theater district. Yep. Time for that culture. And very soon we'll get the 2 governor titles, one from the Government Plaza and one from the Guild's research. Okay, Gyeongju. I think we want Gyeongju probably actually build some walls around it. Alright. See that city there? I want it to be ours. Probably next turn, Calcutta will be ours. Yep. "660 AD, the pyramids were built." Never knew that the pyramids were built in 660 AD, especially by the Korean civilization under Sendu. Suppose we're rewriting history, eh? And India is sending at us warriors. Ah, Jerusalem
The
is
real
going to
use of
attack us
gunpowder
directly. Interesting.
is to make all men tall.
Well, we're the first ones who researched gunpowder. Aim Vemba. Metal casting, astronomy. +1 diplomatic, not bad. Banking, extra money with... I think we want to make sure that we have a complete military advantage over Congo. So I'm thinking we go straight into metal casting. Yep. So we have bombards. So now we can recruit Hwachas, which will help in sort of the field combat role. And we'll be able to recruit musketmen and improve, I think, our swordsmen. We can upgrade them to musketmen, if I'm not mistaken. All we need to do is recruit another crossbowman. And we'll be able to get a Eureka.
We are losing
Calcutta is
loyalty in
ours.
one of our cities. If this continues, we are in danger of losing control of the city. We have taken a new city into our civilization by force. In order to keep it, we must maintain the loyalty of its citizens. Sending a governor here will...
Let's see. How does that work? So, loyalty. So far it's disloyal. Well, the loyalty is actually increasing. And plus we'll be getting a governor very soon anyways. And probably maybe Victor the Castellan or Reina the Financier. Because the guild's tech or civic will be researched very soon. And also the government plaza will be built, which will give us another governor title. Yes, keep it. It is ours. It is for the fruits of... It is the fruits of our labor. Tons of amenities too. Let's see, there's amber. There's cocoa. Right. Right. Okay, good. I think we'd better repair buildings here. Right, and let's get a builder down here as soon as we can. Because we want to improve the niter. Or we can just, you know, purchase a builder ourselves. Yeah, we'll just purchase it. And then probably next turn, or in the next 2 turns, we'll be able to purchase the niter in Calcutta. Very good. Very good. Let's heal up for a little bit. So the next target is Srinagar and Madurai. Or Madurai? I think it's Madurai. Madurai? I think that might have been a mistake constructing the builders there because we already have a builder unit here. But I suppose it's alright. We can use the builder here to upgrade and improve the area around Calcutta. So I think that's fine. Occupied no growth for the time being, which is fine. That always happens. There are the growing pains once, or the conquest pains, so to speak. No, Vemba, I'm not giving you peace until you give me your culture. If you understand what I'm saying. Build a quarry over there. Catapult fire away. Crossbowmen. I don't want to see those warriors anywhere near us. Good. Keep fortifying. Let's heal up before we end up attacking, though our swordsmen can counterattack the Indian forces. Good. Crossbowmen have been promoted. Promoted. Yeah, let's use the chariots now. Right, good promotion. And also just to thin the troops of Jerusalem that are attacking us now. Okay, next turn, 2 governors. Probably get actually another governor up. Like maybe the financier or something. Or maybe the Castellan for Yangsan to face Congo up in the north. We'll see. We will see. So what is the long-term strategy for the time being? The long-term strategy right now is to expand our borders to...
You can't go around arresting the Thieves
Hold on.
Guild. I mean, we'd be at it all day.
Yep. We're not really interested in the adjacency bonuses for the moment. Right, banking.
May
Perfect.
I suggest that we construct a government building to memorialize and
Yes, we're
strengthen our
doing
current...
that. We're doing that. We're doing that. Okay, so what is our long-term strategy? Our long-term strategy right now is to expand our borders to Srinagar and... Right, so we're expanding it to Calcutta, Srinagar, and Madurai. We're going to raise Madurai because this is a really weird spot for a city. And we're seeking to expand our presence in the coast towards Toronto and Mbamba. We're going to raise Mbamba and settle our own city on this lake, which will be basically the perfect city, shall we say. Let's do charge. And in 2 turns we're going to have ancient walls, so we're going to need to then use some forces to go back and defend Gongju. Actually, we might want Yangsan to recruit some more troops for us because the Indians are starting to counterattack. And we'll send this swordsman down to Gyeongju to help out the chariots that are hard pressed down there. Okay, so we have guilds. What is the next civic that we're interested in? Machiavellianism, Merchant Republic. So it's all about envoys and money. And there's humanism, art museums, Taj Mahal. Not really interested in Reformed Church, because that's all about faith and whatnot. Mercantilism. Naval tradition, not interested in that. All this military stuff, also not really interested. Mercenaries. I think we should go mercenaries. The Trade Confederation is quite nice. Though kind of pointless considering that we're waging war on all our neighbors. Mercantilism gives us gold. Logistics Enlightenment gives us just science from campuses, free market. +1 amenity. I think enlightenment is something we want to head towards for. Yep. So medieval fairs into diplomatic service, humanism, and then the enlightenment. Very good. Taj Mahal might not be too bad, but it's not really all that interesting for us. And again, exploration. I'm good so far with the classical republic. It's good for great people, and we're all about those great people. So, and we're gonna get Galileo Galilei very soon. All right. Let's pull the spearmen back and put these spearmen right here. Swordsmen can go chop up these archers. Right. Let's purchase this tile right here and go improve it. Audience chamber. Warlord's throne. Nah, we're not really interested in the Warlord's throne. We're not about warlording. Audience chamber, +1 amenity, governors, governors, wars, +1 government, Republican legacy policy card. Ooh. I'm thinking audience chamber. See, ancestral hall, 50% increase settlers. New cities receive a free builder. Again, we're not really huge on expansion, like settlement expansion. And Warlord's Throne, capturing an enemy city grants. Right. I think if we do a government building, then audience chamber. But right now, Chichen Itza. If we just plop it right there, just all this rainforest, it will be, yeah, that would be perfect. Oh ho ho ho. But I think we should recruit some more forces right now. Hwacha, a knight. This terrain is a little bit difficult to use mobile units. Right. Well, we're about to get our knights here very soon. But I think we should recruit the Hwacha, because the catapult will be our main siege weapon, and the Hwachas will be our main support weapon. So let's start building the Hwacha. Let's see, the Castellan. Let's look at the Castellan capabilities. Increases city garrison combat strength. Defending within the cities get +5 combat strength. The Castellan is more about improving defense rather than attack. Maybe we forget about expanding towards the east and maybe focus more on defense. We definitely want Srinagar and raise Madurai and possibly just wrap up India as a whole, because Agra has a really nice defensive position against Congo. What other governors could we get? We could get Reina the Financier for trade. Though right now, currently, there isn't much trade going around. But the tax collector is really nice. Could do diplomat. It's all about loyalty and envoys. Or Magnus. This might be better now Some production per turn from each strategic resource in the city. Black marketeer, strategic resource, industrialists, industrial zone. I think now we can actually go Magnus and put Magnus in Yongsan because there are 2 in strategic resources over there. Yeah, let's go with Magnus. Go Yongsan. Good. And we can promote him as well. Surplus logistics. Yep. So that we can go into industrialist. Very good. So far so good. Right, and we're still fighting a hard-pressed war against India. Might want to switch from the theater district at Gyeongju to recruiting more troops. Right, because there's no iron in Gyeongju, so we'd have to recruit basic units like the Hwacha. Maybe switch from... Maybe we can roll with a knight in Yongsan, and then we'll build a Hwacha in Gyeongju. Let's pump that production up as well. Yeah, let's roll with a knight in Yongsan, and then Gyeongju is actually going to switch to a Hwacha. Yep. Very good. Walls will be built in Gyeongju very soon. Alright, I think they're going north up the road towards Gyeongju. Yep, shrapnel. City losing loyalty, huh? Well, there won't be much occupation there soon anyways. Okay. We also need amenities here. Okay, so this swordsman actually needs to come down the road and protect Gyeongju on this road here. Yep, build the mine. Let's go defeat the army, the Indian army in the field. One more turn for ancient walls and we should be set. Right, metal casting. Then after metal casting, probably focus on, let's see, ballistics? What? That tech has nothing to it, okay. Maybe work towards industrialization or something. After we get to metal casting, to make sure that we have a complete military advantage over both Congo and India, then we can work on thinking about maybe castles and siege tactics for improving our own defense. Because I'm actually starting to think that let's clear out India, because India would be relatively easy. They're not ready for a war. And then block, and then sort of box Congo in, and I think we should be fine after that. And then we can work on building up a defense, I think. Because again, I'm not trying to fight so much as focus more on science and culture, and fighting obviously takes my attention away from that goal. Give us your culture. No, we're not paying for your great works, you're giving it to us. Well, the trade route at Gyeongju is gonna get pillage if that happens, so let's go to Calcutta. Square redeploy, that's really good, but I think we want just basic strong units. Let's pull back, defend a bit. Now let's get the crossbowmen over there. Right, now they're just all pillaging us. Okay. We need support. Spearmen won't really do very well because swordsmen are all much better than spearmen. So what do? Could build an encampment. Because this sort of will be the southern extent of the border. I mean, yes, sure, Srinagar and Delhi, but Jerusalem will probably be a threat to the south. So probably, in that case, build an encampment. Probably build it on the hill here. Calcutta. Calcutta needs to grow. So let's focus on, well, it's occupied for the time being. So let's work on then improving the watermill. Or building the watermill. Okay, so the Hwacha and the Knight are being constructed. We're probably going to send the Hwacha over down to Gongju, and then the Knight will come down and protect the road, or come and also save Gongju. And we have troops from Yangsan marching down south. Swordsmen. Keep healing. Fortify yourselves. Let's see, is that a hill? Here, I think we can send the crossbowmen and the catapult over to help out Gongju. Down you go. See, let's keep healing with the heavy chariot. Ay, ay, ay. That was really stupid. They're gonna take the builders now. Ah, this is one annoyance with Civ 6 with that automatic unit switching system. And also this hilly terrain isn't really good for ranged combat. Okay, well, we'll go that ways. I can also recruit musketmen here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's coming up next. Though probably actually the entertainment complex. Either the entertainment complex or... yeah. probably entertainment complex. Because amenities are low down here. Alright, let's keep going with this war. I refuse until you start sending me great works. Oh, they didn't take my builder. Okay, great. Okay, the catapult isn't gonna do much here, so let's move it outwards. Good. Governor's established in Yongsan. Good, good. Colossus has been built. Well, I'm not a naval power, so it doesn't really interest me that much. Keep that there. Let's keep moving the range units westwards towards Jerusalem. Well, we successfully defended Gongju. I'm impressed. Okay, so we got a knight coming up soon in Yongsan, and a Hwacha in Gyeongju coming up soon. I think actually at this point we are going to call the live stream here sort of a bit of a lull moment as we fight over Calcutta. Since yeah, in the next live streams when we play Civilization 6, we're going to continue along this war of conquest against India, where our first target right now is Srinagar, Madurai, then Delhi, then Agra, and probably there we will stop our conquest and start building up defenses. Because I'm not so hot on fighting Congo until much later, because we're more interested in science and culture. Science and culture, I say. So I thank everyone for joining. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream so far. This is the first time I'm using the camera, and I hope it attracts people to see my pretty face. Anyways, and I hope everyone has a good day, evening, night, or morning, depending where you live. Please don't forget to check out the banners down below where I left links to my social media and my YouTube channel, so please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Probably tomorrow. Alright. Peace out, everyone.